What's up YouTube? Khallid AKA Smoove Flipper. Welcome back to a new video. In this video I want to go over how to deal with items not as described cases. Now if you've been selling on eBay for a while, or just flipping phones in general on eBay and have, went through an eBay case where the item was not as described, according to the buyer, you probably lost the case, you probably, did some things where you probably put yourself in a bad position to potentially win the case. Now for me, I deal with eBay cases just like the next person, but I have a strategy that I usually go over, and I haven't lost a case this year and since last year of May. So May 2018, the last time I lost a case. Ever since then, I've won every case that I've went through. I think I've had about 5 or 6. So I've won every one after May 2018. Now I've kind of figured out the right way to do it. This doesn't work all the time. I'm not gonna say this is gonna work all the time for you guys, but it has worked for me. So I'm just gonna give you guys what I've been doing to win these cases. So let's get into it. So the first thing you're gonna want to do when you get that email from eBay, notification that somebody has opened a case against you. This is an item not as described case. And the first thing you want to do, get in contact with the buyer and apologize for the inconvenience. Now, I know sometimes buyers, they kind of have this whole eBay thing down where they are trying to get over, scam you, ask for partial refund, whatever they are trying to do. You always apologize for the inconvenience, whether it's your fault, their fault, who cares? Apologize, right? This is good customer service. Whether again, if you talk to people at different department stores, if it's their fault or if it's your fault, whatever the case may be, they're gonna always apologize for the inconvenience. And you have to always remember that eBay looks at all these messages that you guys are going back and forth with. So if you just off the bat, say you're a scammer, screw you, blah, 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 all these different things, then eBay's going to see that. They're going to think you're not doing a good job with representing the company, eBay, as a seller, and you have to treat the buyer with some kind of respect, regardless of what it is. So again, apologize for the inconvenience. Next, you want to just have them explain what's been going on. Have them explain everything. I've had times where, the phone that I sold was cracked, right? And all of a sudden, the buyer is saying the item is not as described. It's missing something inside or internal, where I have no idea where that it was missing anything. But they just pretty much told on themselves by saying that they tampered with the device. So I try to get them to explain in hopes that they are saying things that can be used against them, whether it's, hey, I opened up the phone, I tried to replace the screen, I replaced the battery, it's not the battery, I want a refund. They're going to go through these different things where if they try to even open the phone at all, then that's tampering. eBay is really strict with that. When it comes to phones, if they try to open it, they were unsuccessful, they tried to fix the screen, they ended up cracking it, whatever the case may be, eBay doesn't like when they do that. So if you get them to say that in an eBay message, then eBay's going to see that, and you have a greater chance of winning that case. Next, you want to have them show you proof, whether it's pics. I usually try to do pictures. If you can show me pictures of a particular issue, if the phone, let's say they're claiming that the phone had a cracked, rear camera lens, right? I want them to show me that. Show me that there's a crack on the lens. Show me that there's a crack on the back that I missed. Because usually for me, I look over the phone completely before I list it, before I even buy it. And I know, for the most part, if there's a crack on the back, I'm going to say that in the description. I'm not going to try to get over on a buyer and lie and say there's no crack on the back and then there's a crack. I'm not going to do that. So I know for a fact when I get a case open on me and it's something that like physical damage that I didn't go over, then I know something's wrong. So I always ask them for proof. Show me that it's cracked. Show me that it's what you say it is. Show me these different things in pictures, and I'll, believe you if I see them. So you want to get all these different things from them. You want to make sure you follow these steps completely. And then last but not least, you want to call eBay. Now, this is something that I have found great success with calling eBay. It's important because although you did go through these different steps, you want to kind of give your side of the story to eBay. I've won a lot of cases where they just jotted what I said down on that particular case, and whether they ended up giving the buyer the case as far as if they won, let's say the buyer won the case, then I usually can appeal, and they'll see that, okay, well, yeah, this person did this, or this buyer did tamper with the device, this buyer did admit of doing this. So it usually works out for me when I call eBay, explain to them what happened, and then they jot that down. I make sure I get the name of the person I talked to, and just do everything you have to do to cover yourself. Make sure you have them. Let's say the buyer did say something that they weren't supposed to do. Let's say they said, "All right, yeah, I tried to fix the phone, but I didn't fix it, but I still want my refund." Now, you bring that to eBay's attention when you're on the phone with them. Say, "Hey, check this message out. They are admitting to tampering with the device, or they are admitting that the phone was not received when it was clearly signed for." All these different things you have to bring to eBay's attention so they can use that evidence and help you with the case. So I've had plenty of times where I believe the last one I had was the buyer pretty much told me everything. They tried to fix the phone, it didn't work. They only wanted a partial refund. They said, "I want a partial refund." That's it. I know from experience that partial refunds aren't the best to give out. I don't do that at all anymore. And they want a partial refund. So I called eBay, let them know what's going on, let them know that they did this, they did that to the phone. eBay jotted it down. They told me, do not reply to the buyer. Wait until the case is escalated, and it will be escalated into your favor. And then I followed the instructions as far as what eBay said. I didn't reply to them, and 3 or 4 days they kept messaging me saying, "Hey, what's going on? Are you getting my messages?" They were trying to get that partial refund from me. So when it comes to the date that eBay escalated the case with, I ended up winning the case because I just did everything they said to do, and I followed the steps of what to do. Now, what you don't want to do, you don't want to argue. You don't want to go back and forth with the buyer, calling them a liar, calling them a scammer, doing all these different things, because it does not look good on your part. You guys have to realize that eBay looks at these messages. They look at them. So if they see you going off and going crazy like a madman, calling them names, whether it's curse words, whatever you feel like saying at the moment, don't do it. Follow these steps, and you should be good to go. I'm not saying that you're going to win every case, but you have a better opportunity to win these cases, and I've been doing this for a while, these particular steps, and again, I haven't lost a case since May 2018, and that says a lot. So if you guys will follow these steps, you guys should be good to go. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.